What's up, Goddess Gang? Today we are back with another video, and today I'm going to be applying some hard gel on top of these extensions. These are tips, so I went ahead and basically just super glued them on, filed them into shape, added a layer of base coat, and didn't do much. We do have our beautiful colors from Born Pretty that we recently unboxed on my channel. The names of all these colors are Dreamy Sea, Galaxy, Basil, and Dried Rose. We did already apply Basil onto my nails. We just applied it straight onto my natural nails. It turned out so pretty, but I still wanted to play around with these other colors and see what I could create. But before I did that, I wanted to basically make the perfect foundation for them. And I felt like with the shape and length of this set that it would complement the colors very well for whatever kind of design I decided to go with. I didn't have any specific ideas, so I just decided to go in and do the application and think of an idea later. And this is my IBD hard gel. I've had this thing for years and it works amazing. I really do like this hard gel. I do prefer hard gel over builder gel. Realistically, it's stronger. So that's why I decided to just go in and make a hard gel set. But the one mistake that I made on this nail set was that I should have used full coverage tips instead of just the half coverage. The main reason for that is because hard gel is not strong enough. Okay, so let's just have a little conversation about this real quick. Acrylic is strong. Like acrylic is very, very strong. And if you use half coverage or, just regular nail tips, I think it works fine with no problem with acrylic, as long as you build your apex and you have even application and things like that. With hard gel and especially with builder gel, I feel that you need to have a quality full coverage nail tip in order to have that extra strength. You need to have, with applying tips, with the acrylic, you'll build an apex. With any product, you'll build an apex if you can. But the thing is, builder gel and hard gel are not specifically useful when it comes to building an apex. It's most useful to have a strong apex, or it's most easy to produce a strong apex when you're using acrylic. And the reason for that is because builder gel and hard gel both go into the lamp. So basically they produce heat, and then sometimes you can feel that heat on your natural nail. So you would have to go in with a couple of extra layers of the hard gel or of the builder gel on top of a couple of solid layers. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but just imagine you would go in with builder gel or go in with hard gel and you would do an even layer, and then you would go in and add a little extra in the apex area. Similar to what you would do with polygel, except for the difference, which is my next point, is that even if you were to do that, builder gel and hard gel are more or less self-leveling. That's why a lot of times when you see anyone use builder gel or use hard gel, which I actually don't show in this footage, I'm taking my hand away from the screen and I'm kind of holding my nail, down, like flat but facing the floor. So instead of my nail being facing straight up, my nail's facing straight down, and that way the builder gel or the hard gel is able to kind of seep into the middle of my nail, and then I might tilt it upwards a little to bring the product into the apex area, and then I have to quickly go into the lamp. If you know, then you know. And if you guys are interested in a video where I show you all of that, feel free to drop comments down below and let me know. Or you can email me if you don't prefer to comment, and I would be more than happy to show you guys a video of that. But the point that I'm making is that when you wear a full coverage extension, you don't have any, okay, let's put it like this. When you put on a nail tip, where the nail tip and the natural nail meet is basically a point, it's a stress point. When you have a full coverage extension, you eliminate that stress point automatically. So therefore, when you do apply the product, it's not compensating for that stress point, which means that it's lent more strength by the full coverage extension. So I hope you guys can understand that. And the reason why I tell you guys all of that is because when I started to do this nail set, I literally had already applied my tips, had already shaped them. I think it was like the moment I sat down to film, I remembered that the next day I was supposed to do a cleaning job. And I was like, oh my God, if I would have remembered that I was going to be doing a cleaning job, I would have planned everything differently, because I would have used full coverage extensions just to have that extra strength. And I would have, if you haven't already participated in our Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge, what are you waiting for? We are inviting you to participate in the Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge. As you guys know, it's very easy to participate. There are always at least 3 chances to win prizes on our regular themes, and on our special edition themes, we have grand prizes, mystery boxes, and the list goes on. I would have planned differently. I would have probably started this when I finished that job, simply because I wanted to wear like a dainty nail set. I made these nails with anticipation of their jewels, not tools. And then I went to the job the next day and I had to do painting, cleaning, sanding. And, yeah, needless to say, because I didn't use full coverage extensions and they did have that stress point, and I never even got to add a design or add extra base coat or add top coat, they just broke. Like, they popped off one by one, which I was a little happy at the end that they did have that stress point, because I was able to use it to my benefit to just remove the nails. So I just kind of popped them off by like breaking them at the stress point, and it didn't stress out my natural nails at all. So that was a good thing. But yeah, this was not what I had anticipated. So for this video, all I have is the application. I do want to mention that we are featuring the Born Pretty nail brush in this video, and you guys can see it's very lightweight. I like the size of it because it gives me just the amount of product that I need. Sometimes when you're using builder gel, it can be tempting to try to like put on as much builder gel to get the thickest application. But what ends up happening is it just seeps like to the side walls and it gets messy. With this brush, I realized that I'm able to only use the amount of product that I need. And because it is a smaller brush, I am able to use it for those fine details and really just applying the layer correctly the first time. So getting a good, nice, generous amount, but not too much. And then being able to also work that product, because sometimes you might grab a lot of product and then you have to like scoop it onto the nail and off of the brush just to use the brush to move the product. Whereas opposed with this, I feel like I'm able to get it all done in one motion, which makes it super fast. And this video is real time with the exception of cure time. So as you can see, with one hand, I was able to do it in about less than 10 minutes with the application. I do go in and add a little bit of an extra layer of hard gel in the apex area. Once I put it in the cure for a couple of seconds, I pull it out. I add a little bit more to the apex if it's needed, and then I pull it back out. But I'm going to show you guys the next video tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till next time, I holla y'all. Peace.